I thought I would film a little thrift haul from my rooftop. Look at this view. It's lovely. It's actually really nice out today, so I'm gonna prop my camera up. Hair clip. No hair clip. I think I hear a screaming child somewhere. To me, it's really endearing. This is New York City. It has a lot of noise, and it's also really beautiful at the same time. To begin, I have this amazing vase that kind of looks like it's been watercolored, and you know, I've been wanting to personalize my space since I have been renting a lot. I think that adding color through little pieces like pottery is always really, really good. And to go along with it, I did get myself this little guy right here. Kind of more of like a gray tone, and it doesn't have much color to it, but I do like the contrast that it has with this one, and I like the different shapes. Forgot to mention, this one's $6.99 and this came out to $2.99, so about 10 bucks both. I really like the motif that it has here at the top. It's very masculine and rustic. I don't know, I just feel like they look really good together, so I picked both of them up. And the very last thing that I got from the Goodwill is this seashell right here. My mom used to have one of these on her bedside table, and I always just admired it and loved it so much because it's so dainty and precious. So then when I saw it there for only $3.99, I thought, what the heck, why not? It was meant to be. I've just been putting in my little pearl earrings, kind of goes full circle. Decided to go up to Chelsea Market, which is this place that kind of has like a bunch of different stores inside and restaurants. So I went in and I found some really cute pieces. First one is this bowl, and it's really nice because it has chopsticks and a little place for you to put them in. There's a hole here, and there's a little indentation in the back, but you can kind of just prop your chopsticks on there. And one thing that you might know if you follow me on Instagram is that I love instant ramen noodles. It's something that I indulge in once in a while, especially when I'm feeling lazy. So I also don't really have those like little chopstick stands, and I know I could have just gotten one of those, but I don't know, it's interesting. Kind of reminds me of these cups that I have from Anthropologie that have all these intricate flowers on them, and I love all the colors. The next thing that I got was an air plant, which I have bittersweet emotions towards because I love plants, but recently all of my air plants have started to die because my room is so dry. I did learn this technique where you take all your plants to the bath, or like in the bathroom when you're taking a shower, so it gets a lot of moisture. So hopefully this one lives, because I would be so sad if it didn't survive the winter. Anyway, I did get this one right here that comes in this tiny little pot. I also did notice that it has this thing kind of sticking out on the side, so I asked the woman that was working there what it was for, and she actually told me that it's specifically to put into bird cages. Gotta warm up my hands. I'm not even kidding you, the rest of my body right now is super warm because it's actually nice outside, but my hands are just feeling all tingly. The other day I was like editing my room tour video, and I had just had like a really rough week, so I decided to treat myself by getting myself one piece from the Brooklyn flea market, and I ended up finding this gorgeous sweater. Just look at that sleeve. It's like a work of art, honestly. I've never actually seen anything as beautiful or precious before in terms of embroidery. Immediately when I saw the sweater, I could just picture it on a spring runway somewhere. I don't know, it just looks like a very couture piece because you can tell that all of the embroidery on it is handmade, and it even has like some little French knots on it. I specialize in knitwear from my junior to my senior year at FIT, so just making clothing and especially making textiles like knitwear, it really just made me appreciate knitwear a lot more. There's just so much love and intricacy that there are in the knit stitches. I'll put the name of the vendor here on the screen because I don't think I can really remember it off the top of my head. She also told me that she happens to be like a source for a lot of big designers and H&M. A lot of designers have entire vintage rooms or closets filled with all of these antique things that they grab and get inspiration from. Sometimes they rip off the entire design, which is kind of sad and a little shady. It did originally cost $75, which is a lot, I know, but I didn't pay that much. I think I paid $55. I never really splurge on clothing in general. I feel like I always just end up getting like one or two pieces here and there, so I don't break the bank. I also really wanted to show you guys some stuff that I got from my meet and greet at the Goodwill. I did want to thank everyone that came out, hugged me, had conversations with me. You guys always just lift my spirits so much. The piece that I got is this little lilac polka dot number. It's very flowy and fresh, and it is made out of 100% silk, so definitely have to be very careful when washing this. But I just love this color. It's very fresh, and you guys know that polka dots are always just a great go-to for me. And then the second thing that I got from the Goodwill event is this pink trench coat, And yes, this one I was actually afraid to get because my hair is pink, but honestly when I put it on, it didn't really bother me too much. I love the fit of it because it doesn't really add too much bulk to me, which I feel like a lot of the outerwear that I usually get does. So it is very flattering and elongating. It also has really deep pockets, which is nice because when you're walking around in New York City, it's kind of difficult to wear a lot of bags, especially when you're on the train. It kind of gets in the way for other people, and so sometimes I try to skip a bag if I can. I decided to go with Roger to Greenpoint because I heard that they had a lot of vintage shops and really nice places to look at. But I did notice that the prices are really up there, like to the point where I can't even justify actually splurging on some of these pieces. To kind of like scratch the itch of my thrifting bug that day, I decided to go to Weekend's Closet. The first piece is this lovely flowy and fresh watercolor print top. It looks like there's watercolor strokes all over it, and I love the colors. It is very sheer, so I would probably wear this with a full coverage bra underneath it so you don't see my bits, or I could see myself wearing just like a nice little dainty tank top underneath it. And what I have been liking to style this with, since I've worn this a couple of times, is with my favorite pair of Calvin Klein jeans. It's very light wash and then just kind of tied up at the front to give it a less formal look. And this one is from a brand called Coco Bay by Echo Bay. The tag looks vintage, but it could be wrong. I don't know. I really do find it quite difficult to find trousers that fit me well without making me look all ballooned up, especially since a lot of trousers have like darts at the front. And so whenever I do find pants, I don't know, I just get really proud of myself. I found these, and they are just the most lovely pair of vintage trousers with this gorgeous wide leg fit. It kind of just looks very 70s to me, but I love this print so much, and I love the fit of them. They're just very flattering on my figure, and it's something that I don't normally come across. Like, it hugs me in all the right ways, and it fits me perfectly. Another thing that I noticed from actually finding these pants is that they weren't marked my size. Like, I'm usually a size 28, so because these are vintage, they aren't really marked to a modern size. So what I say always when you're thrifting is to make sure you look through everything, because you never really know. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about these. I really hardly ever come across pants that actually fit me, so I tend to wear a lot of the same bottoms for the most part. Alright, my loves, so that's it. That's everything that I ended up getting for the spring. But if you enjoyed this video, I would love it for you guys to give it a big thumbs up, and I'd also love to know what your favorite piece from this haul was, or perhaps your own favorite pieces back at home, because like I always say, I love reading your comments, and having conversations with you guys is always something that just, it makes my day. It really does. If you happen to be new here and you want to see more thrift hauls, lookbooks, and everything else in between, I would love it if you guys hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell, because otherwise you won't really know when I post, and that's just sad. I'm gonna stop talking now, but I really hope you guys have a lovely rest of your days wherever you may be, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!
What you're gonna do to me sometimes.
Hi.